Hello YouTubers, Joshua724 here. Obviously you noticed that there wasn't a playthrough video lately. Well, aside from personal matters, me and my sister got some new bicycles. Well, when I say new, I got a 24-inch Roadmaster Granite Peak and my sister got a 24-inch Huffy Trail Runner. No, there was no special occasion for getting the bicycles. Remember that community outreach organization I mentioned in the past video? Well, Walmart donated a bunch of stuff to them, including several bicycles. I don't know if it was the Walmart store that I work at. I just know that they were donated by Walmart because they have Walmart receipts indicating that they were damaged and told why. Of course, the best part is, even though the bicycles are worth almost $100, because they had problems, we got them for $20 each. Now, this does not mean you will get as good of a deal at your own community outreach program. We were just lucky on two accounts, that they had the bikes and that they were willing to sell them to us for $20. Now, the Huffy had a broken brake cable that was cut short for some reason, and it had some missing fixtures necessary for it to function properly. The Roadmaster had the chain off the gears, and a nut and bolt were missing that were necessary to adjust the tension on one of the brake pads. Now, fortunately, because they were from Walmart, I knew I had a very good chance of getting spare parts for them. Unfortunately, when I went to check, I discovered that they only have basic necessities, like bicycles, combination lock cables, helmets, and new treads. However, I managed to talk to the right coworker who dropped me the name of an individual whose task it is to assemble bicycles whenever we get new ones in. He said that if anyone had spare parts, he would. Well, while I was looking for the guy, I looked around their bicycle section to see what all they had. They had two bicycles that were pretty much dead ringers for the exact bicycles we had. Now that told me, if they had spare parts, there is a high likelihood that they would have spare parts exactly for the bicycles me and my sister now own. Eventually, I managed to talk to one person who said he'd be able to find the bicycle guy, until he forgot, and when he got back to me, he just told me where the guy was. Well, that guy told me that I would need to talk to the individual in charge of the department where the bicycles were. Well, after paging them over the intercom and waiting almost an hour for all this to happen, the bicycle guy saw me still waiting and took me back to the back room where he kept all the spare bicycle parts. Well, he found a brake pad with the nut and bolt in place. It wasn't from my particular bicycle, but it fit. So he gave me that to use, and he took the brake cable off another bicycle. Again, it didn't match my sister's bicycle, but it had all the proper fixtures in place. And that was returned because of damage of some sorts. And he gave it to me. The best part is, he gave them to me for free. I asked him how much, and he was just waved it off. When I got home, I got a good look at the brake cable and realized it wasn't exactly the same size in some rather significant places. However, the difference wasn't too bad, and I was able to make do with what I had. I replaced the cable on my sister's bike and added a nut and bolt to my brake pad. After some tweaking of those components and adjusting the bicycle accordingly, both are ready to be ridden. The shift is a little stiff on them, but that's nothing a little tweaking and some oil can't fix. The main thing about all this is we got two bikes worth almost $100 each for $20 each. On a side note, my sister got herself a helmet for $3 so that she could ride her bicycles. Well, it didn't fit her, but she had another helmet from her rollerblading equipment. So I got the new helmet. It's actually a Giro Animus that's worth anywhere from $50 to $100 and up. Now, some of you might be thinking that this is sort of a rip-off for the community outreach we work for. The thing is, everything we get is a donation, so even if they sell something worth hundreds of dollars for $20, that's $20 that they didn't have before. Furthermore, even if you have enough money to afford an off-the-shelf bike, the used bike you buy from your community outreach program allows them to help others. On a final note, if you hear about a bicyclist who gets hit and killed by a vehicle, go out bicycling in their honor. Bicycling is an enjoyable sport that we should all be able to enjoy safely. As such, let's all be more aware of the fact that vehicles aren't the only devices with wheels on the road.